Hello, hi, good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today and tomorrow I'm going to be recording another one of these rounds of Instagram controls my life. And it's actually been about 5 years since the last time that I made a vlog of this kind. I was just looking on YouTube yesterday and the last time that I did one of these was back in 2018. So I'll have the previous time linked down below if you want to check it out. I don't know if it's very exciting anymore, but I thought it would be fun to do another round because I love the idea of me just being able to post different stories on my Instagram, stories, and having people vote on what they would like me to do with my life over these next 2 days. Before we do jump into the video, I just wanted to take a second to thank today's video sponsor, which is HelloFresh. Fall is just around the corner if you can believe it, and HelloFresh is here to help you plan through the busy season with some tasty dishes delivered right to your door. I know that summer can be so busy, and I know that the fall can get even more busy, but I think HelloFresh makes it so easy so you don't have to worry about meal planning and doing all of the things. And I think with HelloFresh, they really keep things exciting, because they have over 40 chef-crafted recipes to choose from every week. There really is something for everyone, and you're never going to be eating the same things over and over again. I always really appreciate HelloFresh, especially when life gets busy, because HelloFresh is actually 25% cheaper than most takeout, and you get the luxury of having a homemade cooked meal. I always feel a little intimidated by these meals at first, and I think that they must take so long or they must take so much effort to make these, but then I'm always surprised by the end of it how easy it was to make, because they give you the recipes with the 6 simple steps on the back and they're so easy to follow. And I love that you get every ingredient that you need so that you don't have any leftover food waste at the end of every meal like you might when you go with like a typical grocery run. I feel like there's always something that I end up throwing out because it goes bad and we never end up using it, but with HelloFresh, we don't have that problem. I recently made these Gouda Vibes burgers with my sister and these were absolutely incredible. Not only did the Gouda cheese on this cheeseburger just like elevate it to the extremes, but there was also this combination. It was like the tomatoes and the onions and the smoked paprika. It all came together into this like gooey amazingness. I don't even know how to explain what this was, but it was so freaking good. And I can't wait to make this recipe again in the future because these burgers were so 10 out of 10. I always love the burgers that I make with HelloFresh, and this time was no different. So you can go to HelloFresh.com and use my code 50gabbyreads at checkout to get 50% off as well as free shipping. Isn't that such an amazing deal? You go to HelloFresh.com, you use my code 50gabbyreads to get 50% off at checkout as well as free shipping. That's incredible. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back to the video. So last night, before I went to bed, I did post the first few polls because I just wanted them to have a few hours so that people could vote on them for what I should do with my life this morning right when I woke up. And so the first thing that I posted was, tomorrow morning, should I either go to the gym or go on a walk? And I was legit thinking that go to the gym was gonna win for some reason, but go on a walk won by 78%. Going on a walk has 1,200 votes compared to only 300 votes for the gym. So it looks like I'm gonna be going on a walk, which is actually pretty cool because I've actually never gone on a walk in the morning time through my neighborhood. I'm usually only the kind of person who goes on walks in the afternoon. So maybe I'll discover doing something that I really like in the morning. I also had you all vote on which drink I should try at Starbucks because I posted 4 different drinks that I've never tried before. One of them is a chai cream frappuccino, and then I have a chocolate cookie crumble cream frappuccino. Then I have the frozen pineapple passion fruit lemonade, and then I have an iced Starbucks blonde vanilla latte, which I've never tried any of these 4 drinks. And this one, it's been really close between 2 drinks for the last couple of hours since I was looking at it, but it looks like an iced blonde vanilla latte is currently winning with 494 votes. The closest one behind that is the chocolate cookie crumble frap, which has 450 votes, which I am very excited to try both of these drinks, and I know that I'm going to try both eventually in the future, but for now, I'm probably going to be getting the iced Starbucks blonde vanilla latte, which is exciting. And then I also asked for breakfast, should I have a bagel and an acai bowl, or should I go all out and do like waffles, eggs, and bacon? And this one is also very close in votes, but it looks like bagel and an acai bowl is winning 848 votes to 746 votes. So those two were very close, but it looks like I'm just gonna have a bagel and an acai bowl today, which is honestly like one of my go-to breakfasts, which is great. And then I also just posted for which audiobook should I read next. So I chose 2 that I currently have checked out from the library. One of them is Family Lore by Elizabeth Acevedo, and then I have You're Not Supposed to Die. And it looks like You're Not Supposed to Die is winning by like a freaking landslide. You're Not Supposed to Die has 1,026 votes and Family Lore only has 560. So it looks like I'm gonna be reading the young adult horror novel first, which is actually cool because it's a much shorter audiobook, and so maybe that's also contributing to why people voted for it. I don't really know. But anyways, it's almost 10 o'clock in the morning, and you know, it is still hot outside. It is pretty hot outside. So it looks like right now it's only about 76 degrees, so that's good because it's not too hot to, you know, go on a walk and get out there in the world before it gets really hot today. I think before I go on my walk and start doing all of the things, I'm gonna have Instagram vote on a few more things for me to do, like which outfit I should be wearing today and if I should, you know, straighten or curl my hair. Let's get the day started. Okay, so I have laid out 2 potential outfits for Instagram to choose. This is a shirt that I actually recently just got from Value Village. Like, I haven't even worn it yet actually, so I'm curious to see if they pick that. And then these are these new pants that I just got from the fair that I went to, like the same fair that I just got this henna, and I've been obsessed with these pants. Like, oh my god, they're just so like cozy and comfortable. So I'm curious to see which outfit they will choose. Just posted a story to have them decide on whether I curl or straighten my hair, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna go on my walk. Hello, I am on my way to Starbucks. I put on the outfit that has been chosen for me. It was pretty close the last time I checked this poll. Yeah, so it looks like this outfit is winning with 370 votes and the other one has 330 votes. So like, it is very close, but for now, this is winning, so this is what I put on. I also, you know, this morning I did go on my walk, but oh my god, I think it was a little bit too hot to be walking outside because it was getting close to like 80 degrees by the time I was actually going on my walk, and I didn't last very long because it was so warm outside. I feel like I'm the kind of person who would definitely enjoy a morning walk a lot more in like the fall and the winter time, because summer is just not the vibe for that. I also started listening to the audiobook for You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight while I was on my walk, and I only got about 13% of the way into the audiobook, but so far I'm pretty intrigued by this because I don't know why I didn't really realize, like I didn't really read a premise on this book or anything before I started it, and I didn't realize that it took place at this camp where she works as like a person at this camp where the workers at the camp can like go up and like scare people, and it's so much to the point where they are allowed to like touch the guests, they're allowed to like restrain them, they're allowed to do like all kinds of creepy things to the guests. And so I really love the setup of this so far, and so I'm really intrigued. I'm going to continue listening to this one today during my drive to Starbucks. I also had asked about if I should straighten or curl my hair, and it looks like curling my hair is winning by like a landslide. So when I get home, I'm probably just gonna curl my hair and continue listening to this on audio. But I also do want to ask Instagram. I want to ask if I should start editing a video that I need to get done, or if I should start reading something. So I think I'm gonna ask Instagram that now.
Do you need a straw?
That would be awesome, thank you.
Alright, you are.
Thanks so much.
Cute.
Thanks, have a good one. Okay, I am home from Starbucks and I have yet to try this. This is the iced Starbucks blonde vanilla latte, which I've never tried before. I actually have tried the blonde roast, like the blonde espresso before. I love to get at like Safeway or like in the store, you can get the blonde espresso version of Starbucks drinks, and I do like those, but I've never specifically tried the vanilla latte with the blonde roast in it. So this will be a new experience. How exciting. Ooh, heck yes. That is very good, and it is very sweet. I usually don't like love like vanilla lattes specifically, because I do think they end up being like a little bit too sweet for me. but I really like the flavor of the blonde roast. I don't know, I can always taste the difference, and I think I prefer the blonde roast over like the regular. But yeah, no surprises here. So far, reading is winning by a literal landslide. Like, can you see that? Like, nobody wants me to edit. Everybody just wants me to read. And so I guess I might pick out 2 different mangas that I'm thinking about reading and have everyone vote on which manga I should read today, because I'm in a mood to read some manga right now. Okay, yeah, while I curl my hair, I think I'm gonna have them vote on either The Golden Sheep, which this is a manga that I just recently hauled, like last weekend. I just found it at a Half Price Books and I was like, this one looks really cute. And then I also got Alice in Borderland Volume 2 from my library, which is a series that I would really like to continue. So I think I'm just gonna have them vote on which one I should read today. The hair has been curled and it was so hot in that bathroom. Oh my goodness. Have still been listening to You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight on audio. I'm now 65% of the way through because this is just reading so freaking quick. And I am really enjoying it so far. I love the kind of like summer camp horror vibes. It's been really fun to like read about, you know, this young teenage girl. Like her job involves like making the blood that like all the people have to like put on them, and she plays the final girl in this like little camp simulation game thing that they have. I don't really fully understand it, but I am invested, and now there's like a lot of stuff going on in the story where the action has really picked up. I'll try to explain to you what it's fully about after I finish the book, because I haven't read the premise of the book, so I don't know how much it tells you in the premise, so I will check on that. But for now, I did have my Instagram vote on which of these mangas I should read today, and it looks like The Golden Sheep is currently winning. So the poll has been up for 50 minutes now, and it looks like The Golden Sheep has 212 votes, whereas this one only has 169, so it's close. It's like 56 to 44 right now, but because it's been up for almost an hour, I think I am going to go ahead and start this one. This one, it looks like it'll be a pretty quick read, so I don't imagine it'll take me too long to read this one. Okay, hi, it's been a little less than an hour and I just finished reading The Golden Sheep. Wasn't really a fan of this, unfortunately. We're just following this girl who is a high schooler and she plays guitar, and it's kind of about, I think, how she like moved away from her, you know, close-knit friend group and how she's moving back, I guess, during her junior year of high school. I don't know, it was just kind of like random, and I don't know, the storyline in general just really didn't intrigue me very much, because most of the story was just about these high school students bullying this girl and then bullying one of her other friends and just doing like stupid teenage bullshit to her, and it was just kind of annoying to read about, and I don't feel like I care enough about her as a character or enough about any of the characters to really care about anything that was going on in the story. And so I feel like this will probably end up being like a 2-star for me. I do think that this one is a series, so that's kind of a bummer that I have no interest in continuing with this series. I did end up, while I was reading that manga, I decided to make a post on Instagram about where should I go after I finish, you know, reading this manga, and I put either a used bookstore or the library. I could either go to the used bookstore and try to find something interesting there, or I could go to the library and try to see what they have at my library, but of course, unsurprisingly, the used bookstore is winning currently. This story's been up for about 40 minutes, and used bookstore is winning 223 votes to 153 votes. So it looks like we're gonna make a trip to my local used bookstore.
I found my heart again. You were standing there, you bravely let me in. more until you came knocking at my door. It's hard to be this real. We can play our favorite song, dancing to it all night long. With you I feel something, 'cause we're both so unashamed. We're not playing any games.
Okay, hi, I just got out of the used bookstore and holy crap, it was really warm in there. There was like no AC. There was like a couple fans, but otherwise it was very toasty. But I was lucky enough to find a couple of different things. I don't know. I'm usually never lucky at this bookstore. Like I never find like newer releases or things that I'm, personally interested in. But this time I did find a few different things, and I made an Instagram story post while I was in there, and I had 4 different books, and I was like, choose one of the books out of these 4. And I ended up going with 2 because there was one that was like a clear front runner that ended up getting most of the votes, and then there was one that was in second place. At the time that I left the store, I only had that poll running for about 20 minutes before I left the store, because I was like, dude, it's so hot in here, I can't take it. But what I didn't include in the poll, because I knew that as soon as I saw this, I was like, I'm getting that, is Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. They had it there in hardcover. Isn't this beautiful? I know there's a little bit of damage to the book, like there's like a little scuff right here that's like a little tear, but I'm excited that I found this because I actually haven't read Dark Places yet. Like, if you can believe it, it's the only book by this author that I haven't read yet. I've been meaning to read it for years. Hopefully I'll get the chance to actually read this book this fall, so very exciting. But the 2 books from my poll that I ended up getting, the one that was like the clear winner of that poll is You Will Know Me by Megan Abbott, which is not that surprising because this was the only thriller that I had out of the 4 books that I found there. And so it's very not surprising to me at all that this book would be winning that category. But I did look on Goodreads, and this book has like a 3.4 right now on Goodreads, so I am a little bit nervous about the low ratings for this one, but hopefully this is one that I end up enjoying. And then the other book that I ended up getting that I decided to get because it was winning, it was like number 2, is this one, Exit West. And another reason why I decided to get this one as opposed to the others is because this soft cover is like so nice. It's like this kind of matte cover that just feels really soft, and I don't know if you can see the details, but there's a bunch of like little glittery stars all over the cover, and it looks so beautiful and like silver in person. And then I also decided to get this one because I realized that this copy is annotated. Like, whoever read this book before, they did some highlights and some writing throughout the book, which just really convinced me to get it, because I love reading books that have been previously like annotated by a stranger. I think that's so cool. It makes me like wonder about their life, and I'm like, who was this person that previously read this book and enjoyed it enough to annotate it, There's a lot of random like neon, like bright neon yellow highlighter on these pages. I don't even know if you can see that, to be honest, but I've seen so many like highlights throughout the book, and there's a lot of like writing in the margins. Like, they have this cute little like cursive handwriting. I don't know. It seems like they liked this book, because all of their writing says stuff like good quote and like different things like that. So I don't know, I'm just especially intrigued to read this now, knowing that somebody enjoyed it before I did and they've annotated it. Like, how amazing is that? So yeah, I got my cute little book haul here. That was not like a cheap used bookstore, by the way. Like, each one of these was about like $8 or so. So I just dropped about 25 or 27 bucks, which I know it sounds like a lot for a used bookstore, especially considering like this one's definitely pretty scuffed up here, but you know what, it's fine. I got 3 new exciting things to read. I think we're gonna try to figure out what to do for dinner. I know I talked with Rachel before I left, and we're thinking we either want to do like burgers or Philly cheesesteaks, which honestly, like, I'm down for either one. Like, either one of those sound so freaking good right now. So I think I'm gonna ask Instagram on the stories before I leave, just so I can give enough time for this poll to run, because I feel like in order for me to get like an accurate thing for the poll, I feel like I need to let it run for a little while, because like that one in the bookstore, I was only able to have it up for like 20 minutes before I was like, I need to leave because I'm gonna die of a heat stroke in here. So now I think would be a good time to ask, because we probably won't do dinner for another like hour or 2 hours, so maybe that'll give it enough time to run, you know what I mean?
Just to keep
You know, it's been a while since I did a guitar cover on this channel, and if you don't like the guitar covers, I understand, you can skip ahead, but I just really wanted to do a guitar cover of this song because I've just been so obsessed with it all summer, and I just haven't gotten the chance to cover it on guitar yet, so I hope you enjoy this. Also, I forgot to mention that while I was at the used bookstore, I was still listening to the audiobook for You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight while I was in the bookstore, and I ended up finishing the audiobook while I was in the bookstore because I was in there for quite some time. And I had a lot of fun with this book. I don't know how I'm going to go about rating it yet because there are so many things that I really loved about this book, like the fact that we're following a queer protagonist. You know, she's this young girl and she has this girlfriend. I also liked that it felt very like slasher vibes. Like it definitely had those like fun summer camp slasher vibes when she's playing this final girl. I liked the mysteriousness aspect to this as well because, you know, the whole mystery and thing of this book is that she's playing the final girl at this camp, but then during the last weekend of the season, some of her coworkers start going missing, and then one of them turns up dead, and she starts to realize that something a lot more sinister might be going on than she originally thought. And I really had a fun time with this. My only thing though, I guess, is that I feel like for me personally, the ending got a little, like, I don't know, the ending got a little bit too campy for my personal taste. Like, I just kind of found myself like losing interest a little bit, or just feeling like some things were a little cringy or just like cliche, I guess. I don't know, I really liked the protagonist in this story, but any of the other characters just kind of felt like, I don't know, very one-dimensional to me. Like, I couldn't even name a single other side character in this book. Like, the main character is the only one who was really intriguing to me and who was really an interesting character. I feel like, though, this is like the perfect kind of quick, fun, spooky read if you're looking for something that kind of gives you those like campy slasher vibes. I would definitely still recommend this, but I think for me, it's probably going to be around like a 3 or maybe a 3.5 star. Like, it's definitely not a new favorite or anything, but it was definitely an enjoyable reading experience, and I'm glad that I read it. And I'm also glad that I finished it within one day, because that means that I can ask you about my next read tomorrow. That means I can start something new tomorrow. I also did check the updates for what's for dinner, and it looks like burgers is winning over the Philly cheesesteaks by quite a little bit. It's like a 57 to 43% vote right now, so it looks like we're going to be making some burgers for dinner. I also asked on Instagram, I asked which album should we listen to while we're cooking dinner, and I put, you know, Post Malone's new album against Taylor Swift's Speak Now version, which, you know, in hindsight, I should have realized, yeah, Taylor Swift is gonna fucking win, because most of my followers are a bunch of Swifties just like I am, so of course we have Speak Now is absolutely slaying right now with like 75%, so it looks like we're gonna be listening to Speak Now while we cook dinner. And then it also looks like, you know, earlier that poll that I posted that was like either a movie movie or we start a new TV show tonight, yeah, movie is definitely winning by a landslide. So I decided to put 2 new comedy movies against each other. I chose the movie Joyride and the movie No Hard Feelings, which are both movies that me and my sister have been wanting to watch. I've more so been dying to watch Joyride, and Rachel's more so been dying to watch No Hard Feelings, and it looks like No Hard Feelings is winning with 66% right now. And so that is interesting. It looks like we're going to be watching No Hard Feelings, which I think both of these movies are available either to rent or to buy on Amazon Prime right now. I'm not really sure. But anyways, let's get to the rest of the night, shall we? We've got some dinner to make, we've got some albums to listen to, and we've got a movie to watch. Let's do it. Gonna get this shit queued up. All right. Let's do it. Oh, that was unacceptably. What? Oh, there we go. Sweet mama, take away the pain. 'Cause I receive with you are like nail on top. Thank you so much. Good morning. So last night ended up being a super fun night. I did end up doing one final poll for the day that I didn't update you on, and it was for them to vote, whether I was gonna go to get frozen yogurt or to get Dairy Queen, like get a Blizzard from Dairy Queen, because the sweet tooth just like really hit me late last night, as it usually does, and I was like, why not? Like, let's indulge my sweet tooth. Naturally, Blizzards by Dairy Queen ended up winning by quite a bit, and it's still winning, 942 votes to 564. So I ended up getting Blizzards last night with my sister. It was freaking great. We also did end up watching the movie No Hard Feelings, because that's the one that ended up winning that poll. And I was genuinely pretty surprised by that movie. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I went into the movie thinking that I was gonna hate it or something. Like, I thought it was gonna be like cringy and stupid. Just from the trailers that I saw, I was like, oh god, this is gonna be one of those like stupid raunchy comedies that's just not really my thing. But I was actually pretty surprised by the movie. Like, it had a lot more heart to it than I was expecting, and it was just so sweet. Like, I don't know, it was just such a good comedy movie. I feel like I miss comedy movies like this. Like, I really wish they would make more comedy movies like this, because this felt straight out of like 2010 or 2011 or something. It just reminded me of the way that we used to watch comedy movies, and I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really funny. Jennifer Lawrence was so freaking good in this movie. Like, she was definitely the standout star in this. Then before bed last night, I decided to post a few different polls for today. I decided that I want to go out to like a park that's like by the water today in Washington, and so I had them either vote on if I should go to one of my favorite parks or if I should go to a park that I just recently discovered. Because while my cousins were in town here, I discovered this new area that's like this park that I've never gone to before, and I went there with my cousins, and it was like the most amazing experience, but we only spent like maybe 15 or 20 minutes there. I've been dying to like want to spend an entire day there ever since I went. I have over 1,000 votes for going to a park that I just recently discovered, because of course, right? Like, of course you want me to go somewhere kind of new. And then I also posted a poll that's like, should I get a breakfast sandwich or an acai bowl from Robex this morning? Dude, this poll is so freaking close. We're almost like tied at 50-50 right now, but it is 51% for breakfast sandwich with 777 votes, and then an acai bowl has 757 votes. Like, that is so freaking close. So I guess for now we're gonna go with getting a breakfast sandwich this morning. And then I also asked for iced coffee. I said, should I go to one of my favorite spots or should I go to somewhere I've never tried before, like somewhere new to me? And of course, somewhere I've never tried before is winning by quite a bit with over 1,000 votes. So it looks like I'm going to be going somewhere I've never tried before, which is also very exciting. I've had my eyes on this spot for a long time, and it's called, I think it's called The Lodge. Like, it's literally called The Lodge, and it looks so cute. I think they also do have breakfast sandwiches there, so I might just have to go to one spot to try a new coffee place and to get a breakfast sandwich, and then I'm going to be able to go to the local park that I've been dying to go to, which I'm so excited. I think it's going to be a great day. These are their picks. I'm currently reading this one right now for a thriller reading vlog, so I asked if I should finish this one, or I asked if I should start a twisted love story, which is my book club pick for this month. And then I also have these outfit options. This one is kind of more of like a laid back, you know, like cozy, like these are my like favorite pants, you know, to just wear like casual, and this shirt's kind of a bit of a crop. I don't know, it's a little bit more girly, I guess you would say. And this is a shirt that I've recently just thrifted that I really like, and then these are, you know, Lululemon. Okay, I've let the poll go for like 30 minutes while I've just been like, you know, putting in my contacts and like putting on makeup and stuff, and it is literally so close. It is still 51 to 49%, and I need to get going. Like, I need to leave the apartment, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick the left outfit because that is currently winning right now with 145 votes, whereas the right one only has 132. So it looks like I'm wearing the comfy, cozy outfit, so let's go ahead and get changed. So I just pulled up to the park that I was planning to go to today. It's this really beautiful park. It's such a beautiful day, but I did end up going and trying this new coffee place called The Lodge. Look at how cute this cup is. I just took a singular sip. I just took one sip and it's so good. And I decided to get a breakfast sandwich from there because breakfast sandwich ended up winning the poll over the acai bowl. So I was like, I might as well try a new place, right? A new breakfast sandwich that I've also never tried before. And they drew a cute little smiley face on here. The place was like a little bit hard to find for some reason. Like my Google Maps, like once I drove right past it at first, and then I had to like turn around, and then I was trying to turn into the parking lot, but apparently I turned into a parking lot like right next to it that like didn't connect to it. It was a little bit of a struggle to get there because I'm stupid. But anyways, let's look at this. Oh my god. A sandwich on a bagel. I was torn between getting it on like a croissant, which you could do, or on the bagel, but I decided to go for the bagel because oh my god, this looks fucking incredible. So this one has egg, sausage, and bacon on it. It's their classic breakfast sandwich. Holy crap, it smells amazing. Oh. Yes. So much yes. My plan for most of this afternoon is honestly just to eat this, drink my coffee, and sit on the beach, like on this beach at a park and read. And it looks like, according to my Instagram stories, it looks like a twisted love story is winning that poll by a lot. It's like 60 to 30% or something crazy like that. So it looks like I'm going to be starting on a twisted love story today, which is good. I ended up bringing both books in my backpack just in case the other one ended up winning, but it looks like I'm going to be starting the booktube pick for this month, so let's do it. home from being out at the park this afternoon. It was a really nice day at the park, but it was also really warm. Like, it was just a tad bit too warm to enjoy being outdoors today. But the good news is that I was able to read quite a bit of A Twisted Love Story by Samantha Downing. I was listening to it pretty much the whole afternoon while I was sitting out there, and then on the way home I just continued listening to the audiobook, which, you know, it was like about a 30-minute drive, and now I'm about 190 pages into it. I'm almost at the halfway point already. The sad news is that I am not loving this. It is not going very well so far. You know, all I really knew about this thriller when I was starting it is that we're following this couple named Wes and Ivy, and that they have this like really, I don't know, extremely toxic relationship where they're always like on and off and they never can get on the same page about things. But then it really comes to a head because a detective starts to get invested in their relationship and starts digging into their past, right? And that's all I really knew about this book. It's not really reading like much of a thriller in my opinion, because so far, I don't know, we're just following this couple, Wes and Ivy, who are on again, off again. They are very dramatic, but not in a very interesting way. And I am struggling to even figure out like what exactly makes this book a thriller, or like what exactly the mystery aspect is, because so far it's just been a lot of really pointless drama between these two and a lot of their friends and like people in their office. And I think it's odd in a way because we not only get, you know, like Wes and Ivy's like perspectives, but then we also do read kind of from the point of view of like random people in their office. Wes's secretary, or like the assistant or whatever, who's like kind of obsessed with both Wes and Ivy, which is very odd. And then we also do get like a lot of the life story of this detective who's like looking into them, and I don't know if I care a whole lot, to be honest, to learn about all of the detective's life story and history. And right now at this time I'm just feeling very confused, and I'm wondering like what the heck is this book even about. It's kind of weird because usually with a mystery or thriller, by the time you get to the halfway point, there's usually something that will want to keep you invested and keep you interested in the story and keep you guessing. But right now at this moment in time, like there's nothing going on in the story that is motivating me to continue reading. Like honestly, if this was written by any other author and if this was not a book club pick for me, I probably would have DNF'd by now. But because it is Samantha Downing, like she's just an author that I've really loved everything she's written before, so I just have to trust that this is going somewhere interesting. But anyways, while I was on the drive home, I did post one more poll to Instagram. I gave an option of 4 different things that I could do once I got home. I gave the option, should I edit a video, should I finish reading my book, should I read a manga, or should I play guitar? And no surprises here that finish reading my book is winning by a shit ton, like literally by a landslide. So it looks like I'm just gonna be laying on the couch trying to finish this book and hope that it improves, because so far it's not going very well, and I'm very sad about it.
All I need is you. All I need is you. Yeah, like all I need is you. Baby, we can rendezvous. Baby, all I need is you. Like all I need is you. Baby, all I need is you. Yeah, I'll be honest, 요즘 네 생각에만 나. It's dishonest to say that I've been feeling alive. 난 아니야, staying up and out of the chance. 네가 필요 없다고 그 잔인한 거짓말. Now I'm sprung, running through my head. 네 옆에 말해줘, 시간 없다고 헐 때가 가라고. You ain't even gotta tell me twice. So you fancy, funny how you in my life. 그래 이젠 궁금하지 않아 우리 미래. Think about her, strip down 혼내 easy. Driving on the wrong side, down on the freeway. Frequent trips and
Been a couple of hours. It's like 4:45 in the afternoon right now, but I wanted to update because I have finished reading A Twisted Love Story. I finished it. I don't want to like share all of my thoughts because I am going to be discussing this book in a booktube live show coming up pretty soon here. We actually just finalized that the live show date is going to be on August 29th. It'll be on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock Pacific time in the afternoon and 5 o'clock Eastern time. So I will have the link down below if you want to save the link for this live show, because good lord, it's going to be a roast. I can say that much. As far as like my rating goes, I'm torn, I guess, over what I want to rate it, but it's gonna be low. I can tell you that. I really struggled to even call this book a mystery thriller. Like, if I hadn't known this was written by Samantha Downing, I would have assumed that this was something written by like Taryn Fisher or like Geneva Rose, maybe. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't really feel like something that Samantha Downing would have written. I feel like this was definitely more of a romantic drama If anything, like, I don't really know if I would consider this a thriller at all, and I'm kind of like frustrated with myself. I think I made myself hate this more because I was pushing myself to read it all within one sitting. Like, my brain feels like it's getting a headache, you know? Like, I'm so annoyed at these characters. Most of the time in thrillers, like, I don't mind unlikable characters, right? Like, I don't mind having unlikable characters in thrillers, but I need there to be something more interesting going on in the plot than just like, oh my god, they're in a toxic relationship together and I didn't like either of them. I didn't give a fuck about those characters or anything that was happening in the story. Like, this was just a bit of a struggle, and I'm glad that I finished it though, because it would have been hard for me to pick this back up because I just did not care. Right after I finished reading that book though, I did post some more things as far as like dinner and TV goes tonight. So I did post an Instagram story recently that asked if we should do for dinner tonight, whether we should do, you know, like some chicken tacos and more of like a Mexican dinner, or if we should do like pizza and salad for dinner. And so far, I just posted this story 23 minutes ago, and so far it looks like chicken tacos are winning 62%. So usually when something's like winning that far ahead, like right away, it usually ends up being like that's the thing that's gonna end up winning. So I think we're gonna get started on dinner pretty soon. And then I just now posted, you know, which shows should we watch the first episode of tonight, and I posted 2 different shows that I've been very interested in watching. It's The Crowded Room versus Platonic. So we have kind of like a more thriller-ish show against a romantic comedy kind of show. And so far, I just posted this one like 5 minutes ago, so it's still early, but so far The Crowded Room is winning with 56% to 44%. So we'll keep an eye on that and, you know, check again after dinner to see if that one ends up winning.
Boss ass bitch. Boss bitch. Boss ass bitch.
Hello, it's about 10 o'clock at night. So me and my sister, we ended up watching the first episode of The Crowded Room, which is like this mystery thriller show that's on Apple TV, and it was really good. I'm glad we finally got around to watching it because this is actually one that my dad has been wanting us to watch for so long because he really liked this TV series, so he's been like waiting for us to catch up and watch it with him. So I'm so glad we finally watched the first episode. It was really interesting, and I can't wait to watch more of it. I do still want to watch, you know, because I did put them up against Platonic, and I do still really want to watch Platonic as well, but we're going to be starting with The Crowded Room first. And then the very last poll that I posted at the end of the night was if I should end the night with a K-drama episode or an anime episode of Spy Family, because I've actually still never seen Spy Family. Shockingly enough, the anime was winning 60% to 30%, so I ended up watching the first episode of Spy Family, and that was also really cute. I love the way that it's written. It feels like it's a very true adaptation from the manga, at least from what I've seen so far. I only watched the first episode, but it was so cute, and I love the way that they have Twilight's character in the show, and then his daughter Anya. Like, their bond is already really cute, and I really adore it, and I like the way that they are doing the whole, like, you know, because Anya can read people's minds in the show basically, so I like how they're already kind of doing that and how they're showing how she can do it. It's just so cute so far, so I can't wait to watch more of Spy Family. And yeah, I think that's about a wrap on this Instagram controlling my weekend challenge. It has been such a blast. I know it's been like 5 years since the last time that I've done a vlog like this, so I'm hoping that it won't be that long before I make the next one. I mean, maybe if this is something that you guys enjoy, then maybe I can plan to do this again like early next year if this is something that you would like to see from me. So let me know if you would like to see another round of this in the future, because I had so much fun and I hope you did as well. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye.